Hello, and welcome to the video newsletter brought to you by Coltronics of Richland Center. This is Joe Kelch, and today with us, associate producer Pat Olson. Pat and I will be introducing the show today, and we want to remind you once again it's at 2 o'clock each Tuesday Eastern Time on the same satellite. The agenda today is quite a varied one. We're going to be talking about our regional offices. We're going to take a tour of a stainless steel manufacturing plant. We're going to be discussing our stainless steel dishes in detail. We have a bargain corner that we'll be bringing to you on a regular basis. And we're going to unveil a Trans 10 antenna, a really big item. And we're going to talk about something that's free. Technician's Corner is also on the agenda, and we have a lot to say about many other things. But first, Pat?
And one of those things includes a tour of our stainless steel manufacturing plant.
The only stainless steel antennas in the industry are produced by Coltronics. On a massive press that required 3 railroad cars to move to the plant site, the antennas are hydroformed each day. Using water in the hydroforming process, the antennas are turned out in 3 sizes: 66-inch, 90-inch, and 112 inches. Sheets of 304 gauge stainless steel are placed precisely on the press in preparation for the massive pressure to start the patented process during which the parabolic curve is developed. Tons of pressure are exerted during the process, an absolute necessity where stainless steel is concerned because of its superior strength and toughness. But once the stainless steel antenna is formed, it keeps that shape thanks to its molecular memory. That's why Coltronics can offer a 10-year warranty on its antennas. The parabolic curve will not change. The Nova SS 112-inch antenna has been tested and approved for 2-degree spacing. Tests were conducted by Telstat Corporation of Houston, Texas. Coltronics knows that because the press die is extremely accurate, thousands of dishes can be turned out with the same high quality. This is not the case with spun metal dishes, where each succeeding dish varies from the die because of the wear during the process. Stainless steel was chosen as the metal because of its vastly better tensile strength and qualities of reduced heat expansion. In fact, it has twice the resistance to heat expansion as aluminum and has 3 times the tensile strength. It's much smoother and is also non-corrosive. After the process during which the dish is formed, excess water is expelled while the majority of the water used in the forming process is recovered and recycled. The press slowly withdraws and permits workmen to remove the completed antenna, inspect it, and continue the water drainage. The 183-pound SS-112 is lifted effortlessly by the vacuum hoist, visually inspected, and moved to the cutting rack, where a workman neatly trims the surplus steel from the edges with a plasma cutter. The dish edges are clean and uniform after that process. The antenna is lifted off the cutting rack and swung over toward the finished stack. Once again, a visual inspection takes place. Workmen know that because the machine die is extremely accurate, thousands of dishes can be turned out with that same high quality. During today's show, distributors of Qualtronics will be brought to your attention periodically. We'd like to keep that in mind, and also the fact that after we had the stainless steel manufacturing plant tour, we'd like to show you some of the regional offices. And
they are Qualtronics Rocky Mountain. That's located in Boulder, Colorado. You can call the manager, Peter Beeman, at 303-530-3422. Also in the West, Qualtronics West in Las Vegas, Nevada. You can call manager Rudy De La Paz at phone 702-362-5816. Or in the Southeast, it's Marietta, Georgia. You can contact manager Ron Cockcroft at phone 404-955-6682.
Satellite Antenna Systems Incorporated, Houston, Texas, 713-680-9900.
Home Satellite Systems, Memphis, Tennessee, 901-372-5932.
Go Satellite Incorporated, San Marcos, California, 619-744-7334.
Movie Magic Satellite, Sarnia, Ontario, Canada, 519-542-1942. With a discussion of our stainless steel dishes, here's Jim Atkinson.
Hi, I'm Jim Atkinson, and we're here to discuss the stainless steel antenna. Here at Qualtronics, we feel the antenna is the most important part of the satellite receiving system. And that's the reason we have chosen stainless steel as our leader. We use 16 gauge number 304 stainless steel as the material in the reflective surface. The reflector is made by a hydroforming process. That's the reason for the super smooth surface, creating the most accurate surface possible in an antenna on the market today. The parabolic reflector itself is a one-piece, eliminating the time of assembly and also assuring you of maximum parabolic efficiency. The surface of the microwave reflector is a satin finish, eliminating the need for painting or putting a finish coat on the surface itself, which will eliminate any need for any future maintenance. The stainless steel reflector has a factory-formed outside perimeter, increasing the entire reflector integrity. All Qualtronics stainless steel antennas have a 10-year factory warranty, assuring you, the dealer, of a quality product, and also your customer that he has got a quality product and a company that will stand behind it. We have an optional quad pod support Gemini enclosure encompassing or enclosing the polar rotor and the LNA and also the down converter in some cases inside a weatherproof enclosure, allowing for a very rigid support. There is also a button hook feed available, allowing you to totally adjust the feed from the back of the dish. The Qualtronics mount has a greasable, self-aligning bearing, reducing wear to an absolute minimum. The mount also has an infinitely adjustable declination offset, allowing for precise trackability regardless of your geographic location. The elevation beam is manufactured from a 4-inch by 4-inch box tube, making it a very rigid beam. The yoke itself slides over a 3 1/2-inch outside diameter pole. This is standard on all of our mounts, from the 66-inch mounts all the way up to the SS112. And this also includes our mesh antenna mount also. The reason we do this is twofold: to cut down on the inventory of poles, and more importantly, say for instance your customer buys a 66-inch antenna system and later on decides he wants to go with a larger antenna. There's no need to put a larger pole in, merely pull the mount off and slide the new mount for the other antenna system on the pole that's already in place at the job site. And this will greatly reduce installation time. The mount is secured to the reflector via a circular rear support pan, making it a very rigid mounting system. Considering the quality of the Kaltronics Nova stainless steel antenna, the strength and durability of the Nova mount, also incorporating the circular rear pan, and for the cost, the price to you of the stainless steel reflector systems, in comparison to the systems you're now using, it's really not that much more to go with something that's going to last and give you superb picture quality. Don't you think you owe it to yourself and to your customers to try one out? Give us a call. More than happy to talk to you.
Hi, I'm Jim Sund. Channel Guide gets with the program.
Hi, I'm Leslie Howard. Hi, I'm Mary Covens. Hi, I'm Dina Newberg. Hello, I'm Pat Hennig. Hello, my name's Catherine Edgar.
And this is Lloyd Covens with some of the Channel Guide crew here at the 1984 SAT Expo. Channel Guide gets with the program every week, 52 times a year. And our new publication, Galaxy One, gives you the best from the new used communication satellite, our easy-to-read grid format, and our monthly updated logs, and interesting ads and information. So for your free sample to Channel Guide or Galaxy One, call now. Operators are standing by. 1-800-654-3006. That's Channel Guide, a free sample copy by calling 1-800-654-3006.
Our bargain corner includes discontinued, slow-moving, and other components at special prices. Here's Jim Pletzer.
Hi, I'm Jim Pletzer. I'm one of the regional managers here at Kaltronics. I'm here today to tell you about our bargain corner. Now, did I say bargain corner? That's right, I did. So pay close attention. These products are in limited supply. The number will be flashing at the bottom of your screen. Pay close attention and give us a call. First of all, I'm going to be telling you about this product. We have the Arunta 318 stereo processor. Now, the Arunta has a wide and narrow band. It also has a discrete matrix, your expansion, Dolby noise. It has a filter. Also, we have 2 meters for your subcarriers, A and B. Next to the stereo processor is another Arunta product, which is the Invader, also called the 425. This is a infrared remote control with a digital readout. Okay, I'm going to skip down here to the next shelf now. We have the KTI10. It has the variable tuning for the video and also variable for the audio. Next we have the SVS receiver. Now, this is also an infrared remote. It also has an auxiliary remote also. This is for another TV set in your home. Now from the SVS receiver, we will be going to actuators. Down here I have the basic 2200, which has a 12 satellite select board. You can use this automatically or manually with your east-west button. Next, I'll be moving down to the Eclipse 1, which is here. Scoot down a little bit. This is a fully programmable, and it runs off 90 volts. Now, from the Eclipse, we're going down to the ADAC actuator, which has an east-west manual, or is also programmable, and it has a fast and a slow switch. Okay, next to it, for those of you shopping for a relatively low-price stereo processor, we have the Intersat. Give me a call on this. I'll make you a good deal on it. Right below this, we have the STS receiver. Okay, the STS has the inverted video. It also has a variable tuning knob. This is the control for our AccuTrack 1500, which is a hydraulic actuator. It uses a aircraft hydraulic fluid, and it has been tested in various types of weather. Okay, the control itself, let me show this to you. It has a 280-degree dial on it. This is for your east-west control. So it's relatively easy to use and is very efficient. And now, for one of the specials of the show, for those of you ordering 3 or more of the AccuTrack hydraulic actuator along with the Dial-A-Sat control, we have this, an AM/FM home entertainment system. We have a shoulder strap. We have headphones. You can remove the speakers here. Take these out, you can remove the receiver itself and carry it around. It's a stereo, believe it or not. It can be yours with 3 or more of the AccuTracks. So don't wait, call now. I'm sure they'll be going fast. Look, that one's gone already.
Here it is, a beautifully efficient Nova satellite TV receiving system, and it can be yours as the prize in Caltronic sweepstakes. The system includes a rich black M120 mesh antenna, a quality Luxor 9550 receiver, coupled with a Luxor 9534 actuator for effortless satellite selection. 2 remote Luxor eyes permit satellite and channel selection from 3 locations in your home, a 100-degree of OnTech LNA, and a P1 polar order by Chaparral. A top-of-the-industry satellite TV receiving system, and it can be yours in the Caltronic sweepstakes. Enter now. On a 3x5-inch card or plain piece of paper, print your name, address, and phone number. Then indicate whether you're a dealer or consumer by printing dealer or consumer on the card. That's all. Send the entry to Caltronics, Box 637, Richland Center, Wisconsin, 53581. The offer is void where prohibited by law. Shipping, delivery charges, and taxes are not included in the offer. Deadline is December 1st, 1984. Great products, great opportunities, more reasons to depend on Caltronics for quality antenna systems.
Philips Satellite TV Sales and Service, New Haven, Michigan, 313-749-9700.
Midwest Sativision Incorporated, East Moline, Illinois, 309-755-5355.
Sky Power, Downs, Kansas, 913-454-3393 days or 3857 evenings.
Johnson Enterprises, Jamestown, North Dakota, 701-252-1431. Our Technicians Corner today will deal with programming a Luxor. Here's Dale Davenport.
Today I'm going to run through the programming of a Luxor system. I have here the Luxor 9534 actuator control and the Luxor 9550 receiver. Now the first thing that one should do is to thoroughly read the instructions. I'd say 80% or better of the problems I see are caused by improper setup, which could have been avoided if the customer had just read the instructions. Now I have everything set up outside, the system is tracking, I have everything wired, and I'm ready to program this system. Besides reading the instructions, one should have available a listing of all the satellite services. This can be obtained from any of your sat guides or channel guides or any of these. Okay, now the first thing I want to do is program the Luxor receiver. Since I know the system is tracking, I'm going to choose a channel which is easily recognized on SATCOM 3 because I want to find SATCOM 3. I choose 11. It's MTV. It's very easily recognizable. And I go east and west. I will go eastward because I know that I am slightly east of SATCOM 3. Okay, I move the actuator control until I find SATCOM 3. Okay, I now have pictures for SATCOM 3. Now I will start out by programming from the bottom end on up. Dial up channel 1. Initially, you will get nothing but snow. We have the 2 tuning buttons on the front of the Luxor 9550. The left one will tune downwards, and the right one will tune upwards. Now I will go down below all the channels until I have nothing but snow. Okay, I then start coming up, and I know that the first channel I hit will be either 1 or 2, depending on which polarity I'm on. Okay, I find the first channel I hit and verify that it is Nickelodeon. So I know that I am on channel 1. I tune for my best picture and hit the store button. This is done with the AFC off. Okay, I now have stored the position of channel 1. I flip up to channel 3, go down. Initially I will be in between all of the channels. Okay, I am below them now. I start coming up. The first one I hit will be channel 1. There, and the second one I hit will be channel 3. Then fine tune for my best picture on channel 3 and hit my store button. Run up to channel 5. Start coming up. I hit 1, 3, and 5. Fine tune on channel 5 for my best picture and hit the store. Run up to channel 7. Okay, locate where I am. I come up. The first channel I hit is channel 1, then I hit 3, then I hit 5, and then 7. Fine tune for my best picture and hit the store. You do this procedure for all of the even channels, or all of the odd channels. Then we dial up the even channels and do the exact same procedure for all of the even channels. Now the reason I chose SATCOM 3 is because it's the one most watched, most people are the most familiar with this, and it is very full of transponders. Okay, now once I have stored all of my transponder positions, I can turn my AFC on, and the Luxor receiver is programmed at this time. Okay, now I am ready to program the Luxor actuator. Now prior to doing this, refer to your satellite services listing and find an odd and an even channel that will be easily recognized on all of the satellites that you intend to program in. For display purposes, I am only going to program Galaxy 1 and SATCOM 3. And I have picked channel 7 on Galaxy as an odd channel, which is CNN, easily identified, and channel 12, which is Home Team Sports. So I have an even and an odd channel. On SATCOM 3, I will look for channel 4, which is FNN Sports Time, easily recognized, and MTV channel 11. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is hit the master clear function for my 9534 actuator control. This is done by punching satellite function 5 and the store button on the front of the actuator control. Satellite function 5 and store. At this time, I will get the blinking double zeros displayed on the counting output. I now want to set my westernmost limit, my lower limit. So I will go west until I am below the westernmost satellite I want to program, which for these purposes will be Galaxy 1. Okay, I'm on SATCOM 3 right now, which I use to program the receiver. I start moving westward, and I'm on Galaxy now, and I will continue to move westward until I'm slightly below this point. Okay, once I have set my lower limit, I'm now ready to program in the next satellite, which will be Galaxy 1. The first thing I do is hit Satellite Other 1 to tell the actuator control that I am ready to program in a satellite, which will be termed Other 1. At this time, I put the receiver into the scan mode and manually move the actuator eastward until I locate Galaxy. Okay, I have located Galaxy by the blips being displayed on the TV set. You can see that I have located a satellite. Now remove the receiver from the scan mode. And the first thing I want to do is find a channel that I can fine-tune my east and west to. Okay. And now adjust the polarity. I'm obviously out of polarity. Just long enough to get a picture. Okay, I now have a picture, so I fine-tune my east and west for the best picture. Okay, now I want to set the odd channel. I dial up channel 7, which I know is going to be CNN. Okay, I do not have CNN, so I adjust my polarity until I find CNN. Okay, once I fine-tune the polarity on an odd channel, I go to an even channel, which I've already picked out to be channel 12. And fine-tune the polarity until I find Home Team Sports. Okay, I continue to adjust my polarity until I get the best picture. And at this time, hit Store on the front of the actuator control. At this time, I have totally programmed in the position of Galaxy 1 and the polarity positions. I'm now ready to program the next satellite. This time I punch in satellite, SATCOM 3, which is the next satellite I intend to program, and move eastward until I find that satellite. Again, I move eastward until I just lose picture, flip the receiver into the scan mode, and move eastward until I have SATCOM 3. Remove the receiver from the scan mode, fine-tune my east and west for a best picture. I then dial up the odd channel that I have predetermined, which is 11. Okay, I do not have 11 displayed here, so I must fine-tune my polarity. Fine-tune the polarity until I do have MTV displayed. Okay, once I have adjusted the polarity on an odd channel for its best position, I choose an even channel, which I've already determined that I would use channel 4 because it's easily recognized, and adjust the polarity for the best position on an even channel. Okay, once I have adjusted the polarity for the best picture, I hit the Store button again, and at this time I have programmed in the position of SATCOM 3 and its polarities. I will now go slightly above this satellite and set my upper limit, since this is the easternmost satellite I intend to program. Go eastward until I lose picture, and then to punch in my uppermost limit, you punch in function 2 and hit the Store button. At this time, I have programmed the Luxor system. If I want to recall a satellite, say Galaxy, I punch in satellite, other 1. The green active light is lit while the control is moving. Okay, once the active light is extinguished, It tells me that I have arrived on satellite. And by the picture, you can see that I have come right onto Galaxy. The polarity is automatically controlled. I can switch to an odd channel or to an even channel and automatically adjust my polarity. If I want to, say, go to SATCOM 3 now, I punch in satellite, SATCOM 3. The green active light comes on again. I am moving. Okay, now we have arrived on SATCOM 3. I'm on an odd channel. The polarity is automatically corrected for. If I go to an even channel, it automatically brings in with the polarity correct. I can punch up any channel, and it automatically handles the polarity adjustment. At this point, I have programmed my Luxor system, and I can recall satellite functions, channel functions, polarity fine-tune functions, and audio tune functions, all from the handheld remote.
Are you confused about satellite programming guides? Are you tired of monthly inaccurate guides that are big and bulky and about as much fun to use as a city phone book? How about tabloids with hard-to-read print, incomplete movie listings that are about as easy to use as a road map? Or newspaper guides with confusing grids that fall apart in your hands? There is an alternative. OnSat, the easy-to-read, easy-to-use weekly programming guide with more movies and sports. Best of all, OnSat is only $39. That's right, 52 issues for only $39. But don't take our word for it. We'll send you a free copy of OnSat, and you can judge for yourself. And if you're a dealer, ask about our dealer program. Make your customers happy and make money. Call OnSat now. Toll-free 1-800-438-2020 or write OnSat, Box 2347, Shelby, North Carolina, 28150. OnSat, you've seen the rest, now try the best.
Synergy Enterprises, Elizabethtown, Kentucky, 502-737-8979.
Warner Satellite Incorporated, Elkhart, Indiana, 219-295-2296.
Minnesota Satellite Distributing, Sauk Rapids, Minnesota, 612-253-1666.
Unlimited Satellite, Madison, Wisconsin, 608-222-3242. Everybody likes something free. Well, this is not only free, it's a great Christmas gift. Here's Jim Atkinson.
I'm Jim Atkinson, sales manager here at Caltronics. And for those of you dealers who will be attending the STTI trade show in Dallas, November 18th through the 20th, Caltronics is offering a special gift to you. Stop in at our booths or talk to the reps at the trade show, and you will receive a free black and white 5-inch screen television set. Our reps there can give you the details on how you can get your television set. So see us at the STTI trade show, November 18th through the 20th. We'll see you there.
Now our industry news segment, brought to you with the cooperation of the news staff at Satellite TV Magazine. We'll turn it over to Pat.
Hello, I'm Pat Olson. The home satellite TV industry got a boost earlier this fall when both houses of Congress adopted the Cable Deregulation Bill. It contained an amendment that affirmed the right of the home viewer to watch unscrambled satellite TV programming. The Home Viewing Rights Amendment was tacked onto the Cable Deregulation Bill by Tennessee Congressman Albert Gore, Jr. He had introduced viewing rights legislation to the House of Representatives in March. Arizona Senator Barry Goldwater had introduced a similar bill to the Senate earlier this year, but when it became apparent neither bill would come up for a vote this year, Gore moved to tack the amendment onto the cable deregulation bill. That was to ensure that some form of home satellite viewing rights legislation appeared on the books. The Society for Private and Commercial Earth Stations and its general counsel, Richard Brown, worked with several congressmen to hammer out an 11th-hour compromise with Congressman Tim Wirth of Colorado. He's the sponsor of the cable deregulation bill. The compromise bill affirmed the rights of home satellite earth station users. The cable legislation then went to Senator Barry Goldwater, who guided the bill through the Senate despite some last-minute obstacles generated by other provisions of the bill. The bill was finally passed on October 11th without opposition. Following passage of the bill, Fred Finn of Space commented, "It is fitting that Congress should recognize the public benefits provided by this industry by removing the gray cloud which hovered over its legality." Prior to the passage of the legislation, some programmers contended that home satellite TV viewers were pirating their signal, basing their claim on the FCC's Communication Act of 1934, Section 605. Fred Finn of Space commented, "Hopefully, once and for all, this legislation will put to rest the industry's image as video pirates. The amendment affirms the rights of home satellite system owners to watch unscrambled programming broadcast from satellites, although programmers have a right to charge for the service." In other news, an upstate New York cable television operator has decided that home satellite TV can happily coexist with cable. In a move to both service and capture a share of the underserved rural market, James Reynolds, manager of several cable systems in New York's Catskill Mountains region, is now selling home satellite TV systems. Marketing home satellite systems to rural residents seemed like a logical step to take, Reynolds said, because he will never be able to serve them anyway. Reynolds also commented that because of his cable company's association with the pay-for-TV programmers, such as Showtime or Movie Channel, if scrambling ever became a reality, he would be able to supply descrambling devices because of his existing relationship with the pay services. Reynolds' cable company is among the first to retail home satellite television systems. While the United States Congress may have settled the legal question of satellite TV in the home, anti-dish zoning ordinances may become the next big legal battleground for the home satellite TV industry. In some areas of the country, particularly Florida and California, local governments are passing strict zoning measures which all but outlaw home satellite dishes. In other sections of the nation's local governments are adopting ordinances which restrict dish diameter and placement, severely limiting the potential home satellite system consumer. The Federal Communications Commission is currently reviewing a petition drafted and submitted by Space that, if adopted, would supersede all local laws on placement or size of satellite TV dishes. Educators are realizing the benefits of satellite television programming as schools from the primary to the university level are installing satellite TV systems. In New York State, for example, several school districts have installed satellite systems to augment classroom instruction, particularly in foreign languages. The advantages of satellite communications have not escaped New York Senator James Donovan, who is currently studying the feasibility of a statewide television network for the 750-plus school districts in that state. Senator Donovan said that a two-way system is being examined, which would involve fiber optics at an estimated cost of $5,000 a mile. But the possibility of a satellite uplink-downlink system was also being examined. Senator Donovan commented in a telephone interview that both he and his staff were neophytes when it came to satellite television technology. Senator Donovan said that he and his staff were looking for information on the satellite industry and its application to a statewide educational television network. His office is located in the State Office Building in Utica, New York. Home Box Office Chairman and Chief Executive Officer Frank Biondi has resigned in what industry insiders are calling a major shakeup within the corporation. Biondi reportedly resigned over policy differences with the parent company, Time Incorporated Management. The departure was said to have come on the heels of HBO's growing list of problems, including a slackening subscriber rate and mounting costs. Biondi, who held the job for just over a year, will be succeeded by Michael Fuchs, current HBO President and Chief Operating Officer. The Canadian Anik B satellite has gone dark, with programming shifting to the newer Anik D satellite. In other programming changes, Superstation WTBS is simulcasting on SATCOM 3 Transponder 6 and Galaxy 1 Transponder 18, while both Showtime and the Movie Channel will move their East Coast feeds to Galaxy 1 Transponder 5 and Galaxy 1 Transponder 10. Showtime will keep its East Coast feed on Satcom 3. Earlier this month, a new program appeared called The Family Farm. Family Farm producer Seth Michaels of Chicago said the show is being telecast on Telstar 301 Transponder 9 at 8 a.m. Eastern Time Saturday mornings, and it's exclusively for the farmer with a home satellite system. Michaels said he feels that other programmers will join him either in narrowcasting ventures such as The Family Farm or in general satellite telecasting to the home satellite system owner as the number of satellite systems in the nation increases. There are other satellite telecasters currently in operation, but their programming is scrambled for the most part, requiring a decoder sold by the programmer. And that's our news check for this week.
Welcome to the world of satellite TV opportunities, the magazine that brings you inside information on successful marketing and sales techniques, details the latest in new technology, and lets you see how other dealers increase their sales and profits.
Satellite TV Opportunities magazine is the marketing techniques magazine for satellite TV dealers. Our single purpose is to help dealers increase their sales and their profits through improved marketing techniques.
Satellite TV Opportunities offers insight into the latest trends in marketing, profiles thriving businesses, and surveys what TVRO buyers are really after. Subscribe today by calling 1-800-922-2812. For $25, you get a full year's subscription to Satellite TV Opportunities, a magazine full of new ideas that will help your business thrive. 1-800-922-2812. Call today. MasterCard and Visa accepted.
Satellite TV Systems, Amarillo, Texas, 806-372-1401.
Comstar North, Chicago, Illinois, 312-952-9154.
ESI, Parkersburg, West Virginia, 304-863-8383.
Tri-County Satellite, Oxnard, California, 805-485-4665.
Hello, I'm back again. Please pick up the flyer we've sent to you or refer to it a little later. And for those of you dealers who do not have it, call one of the numbers listed at the bottom of the screen to get your mailer like this. Now, the special deals we're talking about are the Luxor 9550 and Luxor 9534 actuator system. On the prices listed in the blue sheet, you can discount those by 10%. So the price listed there, knock 10% off of it, and that's the price that you can buy them for. To get one, or to order one or 5, call the numbers listed at the screen, and we'll send them out to you right away. Thank you very much.
We'd like to unveil our Caltronics Trans 10 antenna. It's all new and a born winner.
Quality, performance, and strength, and all at a highly competitive price. It's the all-new Trans 10 Mesh by Caltronics. Engineered for maximum durability and reflective surface, the Trans 10 is also extremely easy to look at. It has a baked acrylic thermoset black finish that gives it that low luster appeal. Aesthetically speaking, the Trans 10 is not just another beautiful face, it's got plenty of other qualities to back it up. The extra strength hub is parabolically formed to maximize signal strength. Like the keystone of a great building, the hub is engineered of 3/16" prime steel and measures a solid 14.5 inches in diameter. The ribs are made of superior strength tubular 16-gauge steel encased in polytrans vinyl, especially formulated for the satellite industry. The end result? Solid strength, at the same time minimizing the size of the ribbing. Now this avoids the bulky appearance of so many mesh antennas. The poly-trans vinyl ribs of the Trans 10, in another innovative feature, have full half-inch unobstructed mesh retaining channels. The mesh panels slide smoothly into place, simply and surely, making for fast assembly time and snug positioning. Another bonus, better retention of the panels in high wind areas, and maximum reflector signal with no gaps in the reflective area. It's a distinct advantage over other mesh designs. High gain means better performance. The Trans 10 has an outer rim of rigid extruded aluminum anchored securely to the ribs and center hub to form a solid framework for the panels. The mesh panels themselves are of expanded flattened aluminum with a 1.040 thickness and 0.045 strand width. The mesh in all exposed frame parts have a baked acrylic thermoset finish. All antenna hardware is plated for weather protection. The new Trans 10 antenna features a Nova polar mount with greasable self-aligning bearings. They reduce wear of the pivot points to an absolute minimum. The mount also has a 4-inch by 4-inch box tubing for the elevation beam. The Trans 10 mount also has an infinitely adjustable declination offset to optimize the trackability of the system regardless of geographic location. Compare this mount with other mounts that you see on the market, and you'll find that the difference will be very apparent. The Trans 10, with its 10-foot diameter, has a deep dish design for maximum gain, a focal length of 44 13/16 inches, and an FD ratio of 0.375. The Trans 10 is UPS shippable anywhere in this country with a weight of 155 pounds for easy handling. Without a doubt, the Trans 10 by Caltronics is destined to be the front runner in the industry, the ultimate mesh antenna design, because it has quality, performance, and eye appeal.
Caltronics is proud to announce we are now distributors for quality Luxor products. We here at Caltronics are delighted to now offer the great line of Luxor equipment and to provide a service center for those products. For more information, call our 800 numbers. The Nova M120 mesh antenna, it's new, and Caltronics is happy to introduce it here. It's a new concept in satellite antenna design. Simple, clean lines with easy-to-install panels. Just 1 hour for assembly. UPS shippable anywhere in the U.S. Precision die formed with extruded ribs for parabolic accuracy. The M120 is a full 10-foot dish for maximum gain with an FD ratio of 0.28 and a full 5-year limited warranty. The light weight of 165 pounds permits simple rooftop installations. Built solid and tough with a survival wind load of 120 miles per hour thanks to its 70% open area. It comes in black or aluminum. You'll be looking through it in your neighborhood soon. The M120 joins the Caltronics line of celebrated stainless steel antennas. The Nova SS Series, 66, 90, and 112. All are one-piece, smooth as silk, non-corrosive, extremely durable, and all have a 10-year warranty. For more information, call our 800 numbers. To help celebrate the new products, Caltronics is offering a sweepstakes, and you may be the winner. The prize is a complete satellite system. On a 3x5-inch card or plain piece of paper, print your name, address, and phone number. Then indicate whether you're a dealer or consumer by printing dealer or consumer on the card. That's all. Send the entry to Caltronics, Box 637, Richland Center, Wisconsin, 53581. The sweepstakes top prize, the satellite TV system, will include a rich black M120 mesh antenna, a quality Luxor 9550 receiver, coupled with a Luxor 9534 actuator for effortless satellite selection. 2 Luxor remote eyes to give you complete command of satellite and channel selection from 3 locations in your home. Also included, a 100-degree Avantech low-noise amplifier and a P1 polar rotor by Chaparral. The Luxor 9550 receiver has a built-in Chaparral polar rotor control and modulator for vertical and horizontal polarization, signal strength LED display, stereo matrix, and direct systems with narrow and wide band deviation. Low threshold for video excellence, plus Dolby dynamic noise reduction and a 2-to-1 audio expander. It helps make this a quality system, and it's the prize in the Calltronics sweepstakes. This offer is void where prohibited by law. Shipping, delivery charges, and taxes are not included in the offer. Enter today to be eligible to enjoy a beautifully efficient Calltronics satellite receiving system by Christmas. Deadline for entry is December 1st, 1984, when the drawing will be held. But enter today. Great products, great opportunities. Another reason to depend on Calltronics for quality antenna systems.
Good afternoon. For those of you dealers who have not had an opportunity to try out the Gemini 1500 hydraulic actuator, we're going to offer you a special deal. The price that's listed in the blue flyer, you can discount that by 10%. Call up one of the numbers to try one out.
Mid-Central Electronics, Swanville, Minnesota, 800-547-2388.
TVRO Satellite, Alpena, Michigan, 517-595-2422.
Nichols Distributing Company, Bay City, Michigan, 517-686-3750.
Suntech Satellite Distributing, Staley, North Carolina, 919-742-2353 or 919-742-3441.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the show today, and we want to thank Pat Olson, associate producer, again for jumping in with us here.
You're very welcome.
And we want to emphasize to you people that the show is on every Tuesday now, every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern on the same satellite.
Very good. Thank you very much for watching.